Hey, welcome back. Today I'm going to be installing a diff drop on the Tundra. The reason why I'm doing that is because I put the lift kit on it. It was more of a level kit, but I've spoke with a couple Toyota mechanics and they both said the same thing. If you lift or level a Tundra, you're going to want to change the axles. And you have two solutions. You can either do the red or the silver axles, or you can do a diff drop. And the easiest way to explain why you would want to do a diff drop is, let's say these are the axles at stock, and then you go and lift the Tundra, you put the CV joints at an angle. And then if you hit bumps where you go into full droop, you're going to put extreme angles on the CV joints. And if you're four-wheeling, you're going to snap it off. Or if you're using four-wheel drive, they'll snap. So the best thing to do is take and put the diff drop, which corrects the CV angles. And that's what I'm going to do. So there's several different manufacturers out there. This particular one that I'm installing is a Dobinsons. I think they're all probably made out of the same factory if you really look at it, because they're all the same. It's very similar hardware. So just pick the one that you like and install it. I'll walk you through the steps. Here we'll do a little before and after. So the black axle there, you can see it. The angles, although they're not terribly extreme when it's sitting here, if it goes to full droop, they'll definitely get extreme. It's definitely more than you would want. So we'll check it out when we're done with the installation. All right, when you're under the truck, this is towards the driver's side, and then this is obviously the passenger side. The two brackets we're going to be replacing are this one and this one. And then what that will do, we'll replace those brackets. It'll tilt this down, which will lower it an inch approximately. So the first thing you'll want to do is put a jack under your differential, lightly support it, and then we're going to loosen the two frame bolts here. Next thing we want to do is remove both of those two bolts. All right, the next step is to go ahead and remove these three bolts. So once you have all the bolts out, then you can go ahead and remove these two bolts on these two brackets and then remove the original brackets. At this point, you'll want to just go ahead and install the new brackets to the frame first. We'll get those started. Okay, the next thing you'll want to do is slowly lower the differential so that you can get the holes lined up. And then we'll go ahead and install the next set of bolts. You want to start with the driver's side, and you want to put the shim in between the bracket and the differential. And then you'll use the supplied bolts on the driver's side. Okay, one tip when you're putting this in on the driver's side, you'll want to start by putting in this top one and getting it pretty close to tightened all the way down. And then you can put in the other two bolts here and here. You're then ready to put in the passenger side. And what we'll do is use the OE bolts that came with it. And then use the supplied nuts and washers on the backside. All right, and for the after comparison, here you can see the CV joints have a better angle, and they shouldn't have any issues when we go to full droop. All right, that's it. Just make sure before you put your tools away that you torque the bolts back to factory spec, and then check them again at, say, your next oil change just to make sure they're still tight. As always, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or a question. I will always get back to those. And like and subscribe as I continue to bring you more Tundra content and other content on cars here in my garage. Thanks.